So let's talk about nutrition and how you can use it to set yourself free. I know that sounds like a very boring way to start a video, but I've got to be honest. Carnivore diet changed my life. So I'll give you a little bit of a backstory first and then we can get into it. I was actually one of those people where I was very crashy. Now, if you don't know what that means, that basically means I'll get hangry. I fucked someone up before because I was super hungry and he said the wrong thing and I just... you know the ones, you just vex and you think, I ain't in the mood for this shit, I need a Mars bar. So I was that type of person, and if I didn't eat every couple of hours, man, I'd just be fucked. So this was something I've really struggled with my whole life, and I never knew that it wasn't normal. I never knew that it was just, it was bad. And it's because I wasn't what's known as metabolically flexible. So it means that my body could only use carbohydrates for fuel, and it didn't know how to use fats for fuel, even though that's actually our primary metabolic state, contrary to popular belief. Now, the first time I did the carnivore diet was actually, it's quite a funny experience, to be honest with you. I met this guy in the gym, and, in this gym, quite a few people looked really good, but he looked really good year round. I'm talking big, strong, and veins. Always veins out. And I remember saying to him one time, I was like, bro, what do you do? Because you look better than everybody here. And he said, it's what I don't do. And I said, can you elaborate? And he was like, I don't eat carbohydrates. I only eat meat and nothing else. And I was like, man, that sounds fucking perfect. I don't want to eat none of this bullshit anyway. So I did it, but at the time I was probably like 73 kilos, something like that. And that's funny, I just got a message from a supplement company saying, do I want fucking cream of rice? No, I fucking don't. Anyway, so I'm probably 73 kilos at this time, and I'd done this carnivore for 30 days. I had veins everywhere. I was looking fucking shredded. But that wasn't my goal at the time. I actually wanted to get bigger. So I was like, maybe I'll do this at another time. At the time, I was on the roads anyway. It was kind of long for me. So I went back to eating fucking fried chicken and all that bullshit and feeling shit again. Long story short, I've come back to this way of eating because I'd then been on a fucking bulk. This is later on in my life. I've been on a bulk and I've got up to 97 kilos. So I went from 70 kilos to 97 kilos in a year. I'm thinking, man, I'm putting on so much muscle. I'm getting so big. Yeah, I did put on some muscle, but I also gained a lot of fucking fat and I was looking so bad. I'll put a picture. Man, I looked bad and I felt even fucking worse. So this has made me think, let me maybe try that carnivore diet again. But I tried the whole calorie deficit. I fucking hate that word, but I tried this calorie deficit thing. And I remember I'd done it for like 2 weeks. Hungry all day. Felt shit. Still fucking fat. After 2 weeks of being fucking hungry. Got on the scales. Haven't lost anything. I'm still fat as a motherfucker. And I thought, this can't be right. Like, how am I tired all the time and I've got no energy when I'm probably 20 kilos overweight and a kilo of fat is like 7,000 fucking calories. So you do the maths. It was a lot of fucking calories. So I'm like, man, I need to lose this fucking weight. And how can it not be happening? Because I'm eating less. I'm doing more fucking steps and all the stuff that it says. How can I lose this weight? I'm still fat as a motherfucker. So, I thought, let me try this carnivore diet thing again. And I wasn't tracking my food. I was just eating burgers. Just any time I was hungry, I would just eat burgers. Obviously without the bread. And I went from 97 kilos to 83 in less than 3 months. Within the first month, I lost like 9 kilos. And I was just like, man, this is crazy. And obviously, when you stop eating carbohydrates, you're going to lose a lot of water weight because for every gram of carbs that you intake, you put on, it pulls in 3 to 4 gram of water. So you're going to be retaining a lot of water, especially when you've been eating that much fucking carbs for that long. Anyway, the long story short of it is that wasn't all just water weight. Otherwise, I would have been like a balloon man or something. And I started looking, feeling better. My knees didn't hurt no more. I wasn't constantly hungry, wasn't constantly tired. And I was like, damn. My body was just at a point where it was basically retarded. Like, it couldn't use fat for fuel anymore until I took all the carbs away and I regained metabolic flexibility. Which is why I wanted to make this video and talk to you and say, listen, if you're fat and you're constantly tired and have no energy, that's not right, because you do have bare energy. You got hella energy. You got more energy than fucking anyone I know. So you need to teach your body to be able to use this again. This whole calories in, calories out thing that these bodybuilders do, yeah, it's all great and that. But please believe these men absolutely suffer to get in that condition that you see. Please believe these men are on fucking drugs. Please believe you're never going to look like that unless you do the same thing that they do, which is a lot of drugs, and they fuck themselves up real bad to look that way, and a lot of cardio. One of my best friends is a bodybuilder, and I've seen what it takes to get in that condition firsthand. And it's not something I would do. It really ain't. It's not something I would put my body through, because it's not worth it. Because that look, when you see them on stage, absolutely shredded, that's for one day. And not even a full day, but that's for one day. And then they're back and they're trying to get themselves healthy again, get off the drugs, etc., etc. So just know that is not a sustainable way to live, and it's not something that you should be looking up to and thinking, I want to look like that. And it's the same for these influencers and all that. These men are all on drugs, and they're lying to you about it. They're misleading you, telling you it's the cream of rice, it's the protein, it's the supplements. It ain't none of that. It really ain't. What it is the fact that they'll starve themselves to look a certain way. They'll do drugs to look a certain way. Because, man, these lot want to make money. They want to sell you some shit. I'm telling you, if you want to look and feel good, you should probably just eat some meat. I believe carnivore or a whole food diet is the best way you can do it. I had one fucking guy chatting shit in my inbox. Man, it annoyed me so much. And he was like, oh, I got shredded eating fucking cornflakes every day and McFlurries. And I just thought, what you're missing is, I don't want to eat that. Like, I'm not going to eat cereal because I'm not fucking 7, yeah? Like, men eat steak. Men drink espressos. Men aren't obsessed with getting a fucking sugar rush because we're not children, we're men. My whole life is purpose over pleasure, and why would my nutrition be any different? So if you're still listening to my ramblings, try the carnivore diet, use that as a reset, and then start adding things in week by week and see how you feel. I'm telling you, this diet changed my life. I've had clients that have done it and it's changed their life too. Even one of my guys now, he was constantly just not looking that great, not feeling that great, etc. Then he came with me. I've helped him. We did what we could while he was eating carbohydrates and all this. And then, do you know what we did? We completely removed all of them. He went carnivore for like a month and a half. We basically reset him. And then we've built him a diet from the ground up. And now he's eating 250 something gram of carbohydrates a day. And he's losing weight. But it's because his body now knows how to use those fats for fuel when there's not enough carbs in his system, instead of just tapping into glycogen and then him looking flat and shit and feeling rubbish. So anyway, that's a whole nother subject, but just try it out. Trust me, you're going to enjoy it, you're going to like it, you're going to feel great, you're probably going to feel the best you've ever felt. Then build yourself a diet up from the ground up, and if you need help, reach out to me. I offer one-to-one coaching. I help men become their best fucking selves. Training, mindset, nutrition. Let's fucking go, my G's. Your future belongs to you.